So ladies and gentlemen, with a total of 22 Olympic medals, please join me in a cheer to welcome the most decorated Olympic athlete of all time, the extraordinary Michael Phelps. So Michael, thank you for joining us. As I said to you earlier, you could be anywhere in the world you chose today, but you chose to be here with all of us, so we appreciate it.
No problem.
So before I open it up to the audience for questions, I have a few of my own. First, you put on quite a show for us over the past week and, cemented your position as a global sports icon. So tell us a little bit about your experience here in London and some of the moments that really meant the most to you.
It's hard to really even start going through what went through my head this week. From the moment we got here and, realizing this was not only my last swim meet, but my last Olympics, and, the emotions were just flying all week, and obviously not starting the way that was ideal, but, I was able to finish with, a pretty good week, and the moments that I shared with, my family, my friends, my teammates through the week, were moments that I'll have forever. And, I've been able to, I can say I can look back at my career and say I've been able to do everything I wanted to. My competitive part of my career is over, but it doesn't mean I'm done with the sport. The sport has allowed me so many opportunities, and I've had the privilege to do some of the coolest things in the world, and I'm still going to go with my goal of trying to change the sport and take it to a new level. It hasn't reached the peak that I want it to reach, and it's going to be fun sort of being on the outside looking in, and being able to whether it is to go to World Championships and watch next year, or go to the Olympics in Brazil, and sort of just being able to see from the outside, I think is something that I'm looking forward to.
What's next for you?
I want to go and travel around the world and just have some fun. There will be no more staring at a black line for 4 hours out of the day. But I'm looking forward to moving on to the next part of my life, and as my mom said last night, turning the page to the next chapter, and who knows where that leads me. But this is my first day of retirement and first day of my new life.
Congratulations, Phelps, Leo Lucas, Mova Press. Who is your idol in sports in your life?
The biggest person that I really looked up to is Michael Jordan. Just becoming the greatest basketball player I've ever is something that, I loved watching him, on and off the court and how he handled himself. And I think that was somebody that I wanted to be like, And I said this to Bob last night, being able to put our mind to everything and being able to do everything we've ever wanted to accomplish. I think it's pretty cool. I looked up and I said, looking up to Michael Jordan, I said, I can finally look back and say, we've become the greatest. And, I had my goggles on, so I was hiding my tears. But Bob was standing on the deck, and he, as soon as I got out of the pool, he was like, "That's not fair. You had your goggles on, and you were hiding your tears." He's like, "I was standing on the pool deck with all the other coaches, and mine just came streaming down my face." So, he was somebody that I definitely wanted to try to be like, just because also he changed the sport of basketball and how people looked at it, and that's something that I've wanted to do for the sport of swimming for so many years, and I can finally see it happening.
Michael, I'm wondering if you're relieved today, and secondly, what are you going to do now to satisfy your competitive instincts? Michael Jordan is the most competitive man who I've ever seen, and even when he retired from basketball, he still wants to win every game of cards, every game of golf, every game of tiddlywinks, every game of everything, whether it's flipping coins. So I'm wondering, what will you do to satisfy that now?
I'm a very competitive person, and like I said, I think golf is going to be something that I'm going to play a lot more of. That's something I'm looking forward to, and I'm going to have the opportunity to do that a lot more than I have ever in the past. Other than that, I don't know. And I'm sure I can be competitive and with friends in everything that I do. My mom's saying words with friends right now. We're having some good words with friends battles here. we've been going back and forth for a while, and same with my sister. So, it's just anything, any kind of game, just excites me. It's all strategy, and once you figure it out, you stick with what works.
Where will you keep your medals?
My medals are in a safe place. They're in a secret place. If I go and swim anywhere else, it will probably be in like an ocean. I mean, I'll be able to actually like enjoy getting in the beach or something like that. I've had the privilege of being on a couple of vacations, and I just never want to get near the water because I spend so much time in the water. So, hopefully I'll be able to jump in and enjoy it and actually have fun sort of just splashing around with friends. God, I hate this question because I never know what to say. The question was, what medal do I like the most, and what medal do I hate losing the most? There have been so many amazing races. I think the best one was probably my first one back in 2004. Being able to win the first gold medal the very first day of swimming in the 400 IM is probably one of the coolest moments, just because it's the first one, and it just shows that hard work does pay off. One I hated losing the most, probably the 200 fly here. Just that's Chad handed me my third defeat in sort of my the last 10 years. So if I could go back and swim that race again, I would love to. But that's how I prepared myself, and I know that. But no, I'm not coming back. Don't get any ideas. But like I said before, Chad prepared himself for that race, and he was the more prepared swimmer, and that's how he got his hand on the wall first. And I know that, and I realize that. Over here.
Michael, Trip Mickles, Sports Business Journal. The emphasis coming into these Olympics was on making it about the athletes. I was wondering how you thought London had done in that regard, and then also just how this Olympics compares to the previous three you've attended.
Every Olympics is so different. Sydney, I remember most of it, not too much. Seems like it's so long ago. Obviously I've been able to build through these last, I guess, my 4 Olympics, but the food is definitely better here. I'll say that. Food in the dining hall is definitely better. But no, it was just, I don't know. It was this was a very special Olympics. I think every moment that I've had has been something that I'll have forever, and the moments are just priceless. Sort of being able to have the experiences that I've had. I don't even know where to begin to try to put them into words. But being able to go out and represent your country, I think, is the coolest thing, and especially at this level. Being able to come to the Olympics and wear the stars and stripes. For me, there's nothing better than that.
Hi, this is Tatiana Benza from W Radio from Colombia. Congratulations. You've been called the greatest Olympic athlete of all times. How does that make you feel? And is it possible to find other challenges after being called like that?
I said all along that I just wanted to be the first Michael Phelps. I wanted to do something that nobody else has ever done before. And I've been able to do a lot of first. And that's something that I'm proud of, something that I've worked to be able to achieve. And it's been, like I said, a long career, but it's been a great career. And I'm happy and ready for the next chapter.
Yeah, what are your views of London? What are your views of London as a host city?
It's been awesome. I try to, every city I go to, I try to compare it to, and I always do this as an American, but I always try to compare it to an American city. And I love New York, and I think London and New York have a lot of similarities, and I think it's awesome. I was coming down, I was driving down, from the Village last night and going through sort of the city a little bit, and it was just fun being able to see different parts of the city, and we were coming over the bridges this morning, being able to see Big Ben and Parliament. That was the first time I'd seen them this whole trip. So It's just cool being able to go around and see more of it, and hopefully over the next couple of days I'll be able to enjoy it a little bit more, and I'll be able to have time to go out and, I don't know, see London how you're supposed to. I don't know how you're supposed to, but I have some friends who live over here, and I'm going to ask them what to do and what to see, and I'm definitely going to enjoy this one more than more Olympics than I have in the past. It's just cool being able to just have fun and enjoy, and I've said this so many times to you guys, but that's all I really wanted to do this Olympics, and I've been able to do it.